The Atlanta Braves still have not won a game. The Oakland Athletics finally gave up less than 7 runs, but are they still looking for their first win? And the Tampa Bay Rays look to get back to 500 after starting out the year 2-0. Let's talk about it in today's MLB Preview. What is going on, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your day. I hope you're ready for a full day of baseball. We've got a full slate ahead of us. All teams are playing, including the Braves and Nationals playing a doubleheader. All headers for this year are scheduled to be 7 innings. So let's just jump right into it. At 12:05 Eastern, the first game of the day, the Atlanta Braves, the winless Atlanta Braves, they start out their year 0-4 after giving up the walk-off to Juan Soto in the Nationals yesterday. They face off against these Nationals. Max Fried is on the mound. He looks to build off of a good first start of the year. He's against Eric Fetty. Fetty is making his season debut, of course, because the Nationals still have only played just one game. The game 2 is scheduled to start right after that. At the moment, Atlanta has TBD starting for them, so I'm not sure. Fans, let me know. That's at the time I'm recording this, so by the time you're watching this, maybe they have announced who's going to start that second game for them. On the mound for the Nationals, we've got Steven Strasburg. Hopefully he stays healthy this year. Hopefully he can build off of a good, successful 2019 postseason that he had, and hopefully he's that ace that the Nationals need, because I'm a little bit worried about Max Scherzer going into the rest of the year. At 12:35 Eastern Time today, we've got the 1-4 Pittsburgh Pirates facing off against the Cincinnati Reds, who absolutely demolished Trevor Cahill and the Pirates yesterday. Chad Kuhl is on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Luis Castillo is on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds. He looks to bounce back from a tough first start that he had for the Reds. We're sitting at a 21 ERA right now. Obviously, that will go down against this Pirates team. That feels like the perfect time for him to bounce back. At 1:10 Eastern Time, we've got the 3-1 Kansas City Royals going against the 1-3 Cleveland Indians. Jacob Junis is on the mound for the Royals. He had a great first start for them. And Shane Bieber is on the mound for the Indians today. He pitched okay against the Detroit Tigers, gave up those 3 runs in the snow. Of course, he did have all those strikeouts, so it's not bad. You'll catch on to this pattern. There's a lot of opening day starters getting their second start of the season today. That's just where we fall in the rotation. The Tampa Bay Rays, like I said, they're trying to get back to 500 today against these Red Sox. So they're 2-3, and the Red Sox are also 2-3. Ryan Yarbrough is on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays, soft-tossing left-hander. And then Nathan Eovaldi is on the mound for the Red Sox. He had a good first start for them against the Baltimore Orioles. He looks to continue off of that. That one's also going to be live on YouTube. You can watch that one for free, like I said, at 1:10 Eastern Time. Again, also at 1 Eastern Time, we've got the 3-2 Minnesota Twins facing off against the 3-2 Detroit Tigers. Or should I just say Akil Baddoo, because he is incredible, apparently. Kenta Maeda is going to be on the mound for these Twins. We'll see if you can keep Baddoo off bases. And then Matthew Boyd absolutely shut me up the other day. If you watch my opening day hype video, I said that Matthew Boyd was the worst opening day starter, and then he just absolutely shoved against the Cleveland Indians. So good for him. Maeda also had a good first start, so this one might be a pitcher's duel. We'll see. At 2:05 Eastern Time, we've got the 3-2 Toronto Blue Jays facing off against the 2-3 Texas Rangers. Hyun-Jin Ryu is on the mound for the Blue Jays, and Kyle Gibson with a whopping 135 ERA. It's on the mound for the Texas Rangers. The Rangers just need to pitch a little bit. They have a good offense, so we'll see what they're able to do against Ryu. Ryu is really good. At 2:20 Eastern Time, we've got the 2-3 Milwaukee Brewers facing off against the 3-2 Chicago Cubs. Brandon Woodruff's going to be on the mound in this one for the Milwaukee Brewers. And Kyle Hendricks with a 9 ERA is going to be facing off against these Brewers. I'm sure Kyle Hendricks will bounce back. Not sure who's going to win this one. Woodruff and Hendricks are both nasty. They both need to bounce back from a little bit of a rocky start to their season, but we'll see what they're able to do in this one. At 3:37 Eastern Time, as you can tell, there's lots of afternoon games going on today in this full slate of baseball. Trevor Bauer is going to be facing off against the Oakland Athletics. The Athletics are 0-6. Yes, they finally gave up less than 7 runs yesterday, but they still gave up 5 runs. That's not that good. The Athletics desperately need their first win of the season. I said it yesterday. I said you don't want to start out 0-6. Well, they did, and now they might start out 0-7. So we'll see if they're able to finally bounce back. I mean, even the Pirates have a win this year. The Athletics need to get they need to get it together. I know it's a week into the season, but it's getting the panic button's almost getting hit right now, and that's a bad thing for sure. So Bauer's going to be facing off against Jesus Luzardo, who had not a great start to his season against those Astros. The Dodgers come in at 5-1, so they'll continue to build off of their success and be the best team in baseball. It's not going to get any easier for the Athletics, that's for sure. At 4:05 Eastern Time, we've got the 1-1 New York Mets facing off against the 4-1 Philadelphia Phillies. The Mets get their first win of the season, handing the Philadelphia Phillies their first loss of the season. David Peterson's going to make his season debut in this one for the Mets, and he's going to be facing off against Phillies ace, who had a great start against the Braves, Aaron Nola. I think Aaron Nola is a top 10 pitcher in baseball, so he's going to continue to try and show us that. 2-3, the San Francisco Giants are going to be facing off the injury-riddled San Diego Padres. I hate saying that, but Tatis for now is on the 10-day IL. We just hope that he comes back sooner rather than later. Kevin Gausman pitched well in his first start of the season. He's going to be facing off against Blake Snell, who also pitched well in his first start for the season. So we'll see what they're able to do in this one. Should be a pretty good battle between the Giants and the Padres. At 4:10 Eastern Time, the now 500 Chicago White Sox come in against the 2-3 Seattle Mariners. Dallas Keuchel looks to bounce back after a rocky first start, and he's going to be facing off against Justin Dunn, top prospect for the Seattle Mariners. He makes his season debut in this one. We'll see if he's able to live up to the hype against that good Chicago White Sox offense. At 4:10 Eastern Time, we've got the St. Louis Cardinals that coming in at 3-2, facing off against the 1-4 Miami Marlins. They look to right the ship a little bit here. Jack Flaherty had a rough first start to his season. He's going to look to bounce back in this one and show that he's a Cy Young caliber talent, like everyone thinks he is. And then he's going to be facing off against Pablo Lopez, who had a good first start against these Tampa Bay Rays. We'll see if the Marlins are able to get to 2-4 and maybe right the ship a little bit for their season. Like I said, they definitely, if they don't want to be bottom feeders, they got to prove it here in this one. The Orioles and Yankees both come in at 2-3. They're going to be playing at 6:35 Eastern Time. Apparently, best pitcher in baseball, John Means, he'll be on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles, facing off against the heavy-hitting New York Yankees. The Yankees look to get the series sweep in this one with Jameson Taillon on the mound. He's going to be making his first big league start in nearly 2 years. Started that the Yankees, of course, acquired over the offseason from the Pittsburgh Pirates. So they'll look to see if he can rekindle that 2018 possible Cy Young form that he had. And then the last game of the day, we've got the Arizona Diamondbacks coming in at 2-3 against the Colorado Rockies coming in at 1-4. Madison Bumgarner had a rough first start against the Padres. He looks to bounce back in this one against the Rockies. And Antonio Sanzatella also had a rough first start to his season. He's going to be facing off against the Diamondbacks. I'm assuming this will be a high-scoring affair. Two not great pitchers at this point in their careers against the Colorado weather. So this should be an interesting one to say the least. Now, my team to watch in this one's going to be, of course, it's going to be my team to watch until they pick up their first win. I got to go with the Oakland Athletics. I know it's the same team as yesterday, and that's kind of boring, but I said that they needed their first win, and they still have yet to get it. It's been a week. I'm sure they're feeling the pressure in the clubhouse right now. We'll see if Jesus Luzardo can pitch to his potential and hopefully get them that win that they so desperately do need. My first player to watch in this one to see if they're able to bounce back is going to be Jock Peterson. He does not have any hits at this point in the season. You know, of course, it has been just a few games, but Jock Peterson had that massive spring for the Cubs. Everyone was excited about it, and now he has yet to turn it on in the regular season. He has just a 125 OPS because he has no hits and just one walk, so he'll look to bounce back in this one and hopefully pick up some of the slack for that Chicago Cubs offense. And then, of course, my other batter to watch in this one, another struggling batter, is going to be Ozzy Albies. He was kind of my pick yesterday with the Atlanta Braves, but the Braves did hit a little bit more yesterday. They scored 5 runs. And I picked Freddie Freeman. I highlighted Freddie Freeman the most. But Ozzy Albies has, in 4 games, hasn't gotten a hit, has struck out 3 times, has not gotten on base 1 time. So he's sitting at a league worst 0 OPS, which, of course, is not good at all. So hopefully he can get his first hit, maybe his first extra base hit out of the way in this one. So those are my 2 players to watch, and of course my team to watch is the Oakland Athletics. Hopefully they can finally get their first win if you are an A's fan. They so desperately need it. And that is your MLB preview of the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this full slate of baseball, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.